The law did not arrive with gunfire. It arrived with a signature, a promise, and a moral certainty. But in the silence that followed, something darker began to breathe. In 1920, the United States outlawed alcohol nationwide. The country believed it was removing a poison from daily life. Instead, it removed the light and left the streets to learn new rules. At first, the change felt almost invisible. Bars closed their doors. Bottles vanished from shelves. But drinking did not disappear, it went underground. By the mid-1920s, New York City alone had over 30,000 speakeasies. That is one illegal bar for every few city blocks. A quiet door, a guarded knock, a city drinking in whispers. The night learned how to lie. Federal arrests for alcohol violations climbed into the tens of thousands per year. Enough people to fill a modern sports arena every single year, pulled into cells for a crime that had been legal only months before. The jails did not expand. The people simply piled up. Then came the guns. In Chicago, gangland killings were once rare, single digits before Prohibition. By the late 1920s, the city recorded over 400 gang-related murders in a single year. That is more than a 100-fold increase. Over 10,000% growth in organized killing. A statistic so large, it stops sounding real. Until you imagine one body on one sidewalk every night. Across major American cities, crime tied to illegal alcohol exploded. Not by tens, not by hundreds, but by as much as 12,000% in specific urban gang networks. 12,000%. A number that means this: what once happened once now happened every week. What once shocked a city became routine. That scale is not abstract. It is the population of a small town erased, not by war, not by famine, but by a policy meant to create virtue. And virtue does not stop bullets. By 1933, when Prohibition ended, nearly half of all federal prisoners were locked up for alcohol-related crimes. Not murderers, not thieves, but ordinary citizens caught inside a system that criminalized demand instead of violence. The cities did not return to what they were. Police forces changed. Organized crime stayed. The echo of those numbers never fully left the streets. Some laws, once broken, do not reset. Prohibition lasted 13 years. Just 13. Less time than a child needs to reach adulthood, yet long enough to permanently reshape American crime, policing, and power. 13 years, and numbers that never went back to zero. If a single law can multiply violence by the thousands, perhaps history is not only written by intentions, but by the numbers we choose to ignore.